fall back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that coach.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready. 60 out low. Hey, pick your game up. No. Flare.
Now a play fake here on first down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Okay, break. Blue dog corpus. Go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check. Recon 132 fight. Mike 55. Scene 6. Heavy. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Johnson. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Bring it. You're out. 25. Check 25. Hey, switch gears.
Back to throw now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Hey. Check 15. Go on. He's coming.
Second and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Christian Kirksey. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Levante David in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now. And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football. I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Mike 19. Mike 54. Hey, that's good. Pass 85. Pass 85. 5 wide.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards. Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check 43. Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
From the 41, Allen. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I'm here.
On first down, Barkley. They find some open field here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Squeeze, get in there. Hey, check 24, check 28.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Undercrush. Check 3. Switch. Charlie. Mike 54.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, That's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be at the end today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Topper! Topper! Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
So that'll back him up 5.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Stop. Bang, bang. All 52.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just got across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He'll look to throw. James has got it. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Check. Check 52.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. James has it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Metcalf. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. You're out.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And out across midfield down to the 45. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 31, check 31. Jim, hey, hold. I got it.
Throwing on first down is Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Stay with your man. Check 59, Mike.
And again, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come on, switch it.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Completes it to Hardman. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Allen now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Hey, Delta! Alert, alert, alert!
They'll go to Barkley again. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go, let's bring it! Hey, Haywood!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Bills first down.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch the run. They're running it. Check. Check. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check 26, check 26.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken out here. A sack back at the 32. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Squeeze, get in there.
They'll look to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go,
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run by Lindsey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Check Mike, check Mike. Mike 55, Mike 55. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike 55. Ready, go.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Root right.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Big man. Check 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And John Brown's got it complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Tighten up.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Mike, Kill. Check. Check your hot read. Deuce. 56. Motion. Middle. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hey, tight.
From midfield, here's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Five.
Mike, check. 59. Let's go one more. 59's Mike. Check.
Half 10. Hey, wahoo!
Check 59.
On third and long, it's Allen.
Check.
Escaping the pressure right. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Watch the run.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now Saquon Barkley. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Allen's throw is complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
56. Hey, Alpha.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Back. 36. Watch the eye. See it. Seam 6. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Check. And go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip. You got tape. You got tape. Lock it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. John, move.
2nd and long. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Hey, hard. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety zoom, fellas. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Slip. Go on. Safety creep.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check. Smooth. Mike is 50 out. Here we go.
So Allen's going to look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Mike Brown, 80.
It's just me and you.
Go.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Hey, watch this.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Halleck, 64, weak. Monday. Hey, Echo. Alert. Motion. Mike 55, Mike 55. Alert. Hey, zoom.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Goodwin scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Alert flare. Squeeze. Get in there. Ready, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerome Baker in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching